Hello everybody, my name is Pauldo Games and welcome back to Resident Evil 1, our Chris playthrough. This is part 10. So, we've arrived at the lab here after defeating Lisa. She jumped off the ledge with her Maz skull, and we're never going to see her again. We play Resident Evil, is it Umbrella Chronicles, to find out her true end. But anyways, let's continue. So, yeah, we just got the lab here, we dispatched some zombies here. I really should check my inventory just before. Yeah, I still have the ink ribbons. Dum 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 dum. Okay, let's put these back in the box. We're already starting off strong, forgetting to put the ink ribbons back. It's just been a few little days just since my last recording, so I'm very excited to get back into it, pop some zombie heads, and save the day. Right, let's see, we just have our shotgun. That's all good. We have a green herb there. We'll have 2 green herbs there, but it's fine. We don't need to grab them. Part of the desk is covered in what appears to be some kind of acid. Right. Nothing up here as of yet, so let's go. Right, let's see if my criticals can be better today, because last time my criticals were so bad. So bad. Nah, that is beautiful. I'm gonna see if I can just get rid of this next zombie anyway. I chose violence today. Buddy! Alright. Bro died in one shot. That's okay, if he comes up as a Crimson Head, we'll just blast him again. Okay. So now that we're free to explore the hallways. Let us go, No, I don't want to go back up there just yet, it'll ruin the flow. Right. So let's check out these rooms here. So yes, now we have a few steps to go and complete the true ending. So this is attached to the true ending here. Levers for releasing the door locks. Now you can just release the locks on the levers. So it's what the ammo discs are for. So we get the ammo discs and we have to insert them in different parts of the lab. And then these will unlock. I'm sorry if like my voice sounds a wee bit weird as well, guys. My tongue has an overgrown taste bud at the minute. You know, when you get that, it's just, it's annoying. Okay. So yes, this time around, I'm not going to be doing this puzzle. Because I already know the solution, but pretty much all you do is you just put these in alphabetical order. And then you turn off the light. And then there's like a diagram over here that you look at, and it'll pretty much look at it. Well, I won't tell you what to do, because it's all part of the fun, really. Researcher's letter. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason. Just thinking about my impending doom, I would give anything not to become one of them. As far as I know, you're not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass. But if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the systems using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an x-ray picture and genogram. I know you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. John. Ada. And of course, we'll know more about Ada in the second game, which I'm very excited to play that one too. But I've decided I'll play some Silent Hill 2 after this, and it'll be a ton of fun because I love Silent Hill 2. Right. And there's a healing item here. No, it's fine. We can just pick it up if we run past it. I remember when I first played this game, I literally hoarded everything, kept running back and forward and back and forward. And yeah. It's not a good idea to do that. Okay. So there is 2 doors this way, but I believe they're both locked. So allow me to come into here first. There's some Magnum rounds, of course we're going to take that. They're things of beauty. Okay, display something. Okay. VACT, researcher's note. There is no evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms, reconstructs the basic composition of the body. This was eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VX. The speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transforming, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to defeat it, turning the place into a bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. You have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So yes, that's talking about that Crimson Head we had to fight in the back of the mansion. If you guys remember. Alright, so when you do this, the username is John. That's why Chris said it awkwardly like that. And then Ada. Nice. And there's a little Easter egg here, so I believe if you type mole, you get a little Easter egg sound here. Maybe that sound effect, I don't know though. But yes, the password for this is cell. There we are. And then B3 as well. There we go. There we go. Now we don't have to mess around with that. A variety of chemicals you've seen before. First aid box. Let's take it. And there's something else there. A grenade. Of course we'll take that. There's a green herb inside. Whoopee. A variety of chemicals you've never seen before. Is there anything here? No? Just frozen dead bodies. They're creepy, creepy, creepy. Right, now we need to go somewhere to get the... Let's see here. Right, we don't want to go to any of these places just yet. So let's go back into here. There's a room we'll have to go into. And the lab's quite fun. I quite enjoy the lab. I know the lab isn't a lot of people's cup of tea. It's kind of a thing with Resident Evil games, as you'll notice as we play the games going forward. A lot of the games can end on laboratories. Maybe get me wrong, it can get a little repetitive, but each lab has its own unique charm for each game. But it doesn't help that legit the first 3 games end with a laboratory. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious, simply. Right. Right, that particular zombie cannot turn into a Crimson Head. So we're all good with this Shrek-looking mofo. Yes, Chris, I want you to pick up this, buddy. Will you take the slide filter? Of course. Facts. Sanitation Division, Manager of Sanitation, Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential, intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern. Sorry, guys. More than half the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It also has been reported that almost all the survivors of the accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there's high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Yeah, someone didn't listen. So yes, this is the thing we need the ammo disc for. We'll have to put it in there. It's a fun fact, it was originally meant to be a GameCube because this game originally came out on the GameCube. But obviously, you know, Sony and Microsoft can't have GameCube, so they just dyed it black. That's why it looks so similar to a GameCube. If you know what a GameCube looks like, just think of it or search it up and compare it. And then that fax wasn't destroyed. I'm going to destroy it immediately. Right. Of course, before we do anything, let's go back upstairs. He's still like that, so maybe when we come back down, it may be worthwhile just to take a little detour, just burn his body. Okay. Yeah, let's put some of the stuff away first. Yeah, because there's no reason for us to be carrying that type of ammo there. The Magnum ammo, I mean. Remember, as I said, guys, you have to run back and forth a whole lot more as Chris, so get used to it. Right, let's put the Magnum rounds in there. Yeah, it's enough Magnum rounds for the rest of the game. 100% though. I'll do that when I'll grab the ammo discs when I come back. And the ammo discs are so weird to me. Like, who decided to make discs a key? Like, I'd never just heard of any real life instance where discs have been used as keys, if you know what I mean. I don't know, though. Will you take the ammo disc? There we go. Well, there's the ammo disc, guys. Okay. The film has been set into place. View it. Bioorganic official report. Cerberus, so that's the dog. They're called Cerberus. And let me know which one of these creatures has your favorite name, guys, right? Neptune. Hunter. Tyrant. Groomers. Oh, wait, what? Sorry. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group. Developmental stuff. Wait, what? Wesker is a villain. Who would have thought? Yeah, so just by the way, just in case people were thinking I was getting it wrong when I was saying Wesker's a protagonist of video games. No, he's not. He's like a villain. Oh, friggity! Which one of the code is it? Okay, I think now that I've inserted it like that, it will 8462. 8462. Okay. Passcode entry terminal, use it. Yeah, so it's 8462. What? Okay, I'm being a wee bit cringy now. I'll stop that. And let's grab this first aid. First aid's always good to have. And then these shellies, these shotgun shellies, of course. Videos are stored on the shelves, are all security camera recordings. Yes, and we're going to need this. Will you take the laboratory key? Yes, we will indeed. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film. So yes, if you remember Kenneth, the guy got killed by the first zombie. And the film you pick up at the start of the game, yeah, you can review it here. So if you haven't seen it, my Jill playthrough, I'll view it here again. Just be warned, it is quite graphic in the way that Kenneth's shot is graphically appalling.
Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Absolutely atrocious. I don't even feel bad for the guy, so I don't. Like, what was that shooting, Kenneth? You know? Like, what was bro doing? Like, he was shooting like he had infinite ammo. Security protocols, heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Passage to heliport/entry is prohibited unless accompanied by consultant researcher or chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot inside. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room. For use by special research division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison. Sanitation division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, and A. Wesker must be present if the viral use is authorized. Triple lock door. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals use and access the output terminals limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after administration of T-Virus, eligible hereafter. There we go, kind of blitz through that a wee bit, guys. I think that was the last item here. Was it? Let me see. Sorry, I just kind of like blanked across it there. No, there appears to still be like some item or two. Let's see, what am I missing? There's a map of the laboratory. Take it. Nice. You got the map of the laboratory. Okay. So let's go back and put away this first aid spray. Let's see here. Right. And I'm just going to quickly go down and burn this dude's body. So just so you guys don't have to see me go that far back and forward, I'll edit it out, so I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. There we are, guys. Back there after killing that zombie. Yeah, he came back as a Crimson Head, so he did, so just had to dice him. So right now, I'm just going in here, I'm going to insert the first ammo disc. Let's see, there's no items in this room either, is there? Yeah, this room's been picked clean. Okay. There seems to be something behind the sturdy door. Open it? Not yet. If you had ammo, disc and transmit. Oh yes, you have to do this annoying thing. Okay. So yes, this thing here, we'll come back to it in a second because I'll explain why. So essentially, if I were to pick that up, it will essentially blow up if I were to run or be hit once by an enemy. So what you want to do here is you want to come back to that later. But first, we're going to go and just essentially kill every enemy in our path. Because if you don't, you're quite boned, to be honest. Well, you'll just make it's not that you're boned, it's just it'll be quite hard to use the laboratory key. Yep, and just do this right away once you get the key as well, so you can just discard it. And then in here is one of the ammo discs, so we have to go into this room for the tree ending. If you're not doing tree ending, I don't believe you have to go into this room, but... What was that sound? Chris? What's that slurpy slurpy sound? Well, look, whatever it is. It's gonna meet my boomstick. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Beautiful. Beautiful pop. So yes, this is a chimera. It's like a mix of a zombie and a fly. So imagine the movie The Fly, but you know the guy was... Oh, it didn't flinch, did he? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, you twerp. Anyone else? Okay. I wonder if there... Oh yeah, and that door back there, you can't walk through it. It's blocked. So yes, it's the introduction of the Chimera. And yes, they're quite gross and rigidity. They're quite a cool enemy. I kind of always find that even though lab section Resident Evils aren't typically the best, they do have like some great enemies with them. Like really do. Like in Resident Evil 4, like many of you guys may know about the regenerators. They're cool. Is that an ammo disc there? It is, yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Cool, right. And there we go. And then, as I said, if you do not have... if you do not care about getting the tree ending, you don't have to come into this room at all. And then if you don't get the tree ending, you don't get to fight the final boss. So you don't. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'll keep going here. I'm actually going to kill these zombies with a pistol here. Because they don't turn into crimson heads, so we can safely just take the pistol and kablow them. Okay. Take this, take the first aid spray. And then we'll take the ink ribbon. And then we'll just do our next save here. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for part 10 here, okay? So yeah, I know we just started off the lab here, but then the next part will essentially... We should be finishing the lab, or else we should be almost finishing it. If I'm close to finishing it, I'll probably just push the video forward, to be honest, and just finish it out in part 11, okay? But yes guys, thank you very much for watching part 10. Like, subscribe, stay fresh, stay safe, and goodbye my friends.